Magneto, the best solo tank in Marvl Rivals. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing one of my competitive matches, showing you how I position and play the Magnet Man to completely hard carry in rank. Only got about 14 hours on the good old edgelord, but I'm pretty sure he's my new main that will get me to one above all. Sorry. Jokes aside, if you implement what I show you guys in this video, you will be able to hard carry with Magneto in ranked. So this is escort the payload on Midtown, and we are on attack. We're going to be going over a lot of how I position Magneto and who I target. That way you guys can absolutely fry with my metal man. So as you can see, I am targeting the Storm. I don't care about little Venom boy here. He does not bother me. He's sitting there doing poke damage to me. I've got two healers behind me. It's fine. What I'm trying to do is lay damage into this back line here to push them farther back, making space so we can walk this puppy up. So again, there's me. I'm little Magneto man. Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to push in on the advance, be a little more aggressive. Again, Venom still wants these metal cheeks, but he ain't going to get them because I'm in line of sight of all of my team. My team is going to be healing me, even though I'm currently one shot, which he absolutely could because my healers are playing like their monitors are off, but I know I'm in line of sight. This is a good play to push into this corner, throwing damage down here and supposedly getting healed by my team here. I end up being okay. They out-heal his damage. It's fine. The fact that I had to turn and address him, though, makes me mad. I should have been able to sit there and just lay down damage while my team heals me up and focuses their Venom. But it's fine. We're fine. Groot's playing Fortnite while I'm playing Rivals. I'm not mad. It's okay. I'm targeting that Storm. I can't hit her because I have the vision of Stevie Wonder.
Matter of fact, I'm blind in my left eye.
Once she goes up, I start focusing their backline. If you'll see here, I'm not actually trying to hit this Groot or this Venom. I'm trying to shoot through to this cloak right here, which just got by something. I don't know what's hitting her. Oh, it's me. That's my little cannon. I'm sitting there doing heavy poke damage on their healers. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite push spot once Venom gets off me. Pause. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of pause in this video. If you don't like it, get out of here. So when we're on attack here, I will always break this wall so that I can push in here with Magneto, because I will have line of sight of my healers. They'll be able to see me, and I can have perfect line on this lane here to throw down damage and to apply constant pressure. I just dropped Venom like he was nothing because he swung into it. Groot goes down, another down 2 tanks. I stay on the push. Should I stay with my team? Absolutely not. My DPS players back here doing what they do. I don't know what they're up to. I'm going to push in. I drop Luna and I drop Cloak, doing all the heavy lifting. All they have left on the map right now is a Groot. The rest of their team is staggering in. Punisher and Cloak are going to be spawning in this area. They are just staggering in. They have no full team synergy. So I'm going to stay on the attack. Something's about to happen I'm very upset about. Let me just set up the scene for how it happens. Scarlet's in the air like an Apache helicopter doing God knows what.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Healers are separated. Tank is pushing up front. I'm the main shield, right? And if our Spider-Man wasn't solo diving a turreted Punisher,
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
this never works out.
I'll dance with you. And I did it because I liked it.
This is the problem with this game right here. This little thing.
I love it.
He's down. At this point, I'm so mad I could punch him. Absolutely ambushed by a Venom ult, and I'm pushing up in the front. I get dropped. Scarlet gets dropped. We all go down. But it all started with a chain of events, starting with our Spider-Man soloing a turreted Punisher. I remember at this point, I'm yelling at my team to group up, stop staggering, and we do. I push in on Groot. I put a little pressure on him, trying to get him off the point. He backs off. Pop my Wanda. Me and Spider-Man just Goomba'd their Luna Snow. They're down a healer. I saw that their Cloak went by me and just went and ulted on the cart for no reason. And I finished off Groot. And now I can turn around and destroy the 1v6ing Luna. But Venom does come in here and tries to distract. Again, at this point, like, they're staggering now. Their Punisher is walking up, their Storm is walking up, and their Cloak hasn't even respawned yet. We push Venom off, turn around, and we can drop the Cloak. All right, now we're reset. We're going to engage in our second team fight, and there's a big play here that I want to show you guys. So I'm just staying in front of my team like I've been doing the entire time, applying pressure, not trying to make any crazy play here, just trying to absorb damage and deal some. Now this is big. Their Groot just ulted. They have 2 of my DPSs and a healer. He's got LOS on his healer. He can easily drop them if he goes uncontested. But this is where big plays for Magneto come in. Instead of just watching them go down, I peel in front of and start to take all the damage. We do lose our Loki, but because I peeled in, I was able to save Wanda and Namor. I dropped their tank. Namor's got The cloak over here, one shot. I'm applying pressure to their DPS over here, trying to push him out. And this is what I mean by making space. Even though there's a team that's staggering in, I'm constantly pushing their DPS off and leaves all of this room to walk the point. That's what's so important about Magneto, is that he is a ranged DPS that does good damage. You can constantly annoy the smoke out of these guys. And the cool thing is, whenever he goes low, you can just pop an insta bubble, let your team heal you, and go back into the fight. As usual, I'm targeting the Storm. She's the biggest threat on their team. If she is left unchecked, she'll wipe our team. She ults, our Luna counter ults perfectly. Now I'll turn around and try to help the team drop this annoying DPS player. There's a massive play here that I'm about to make. Their Punisher decides to go for an ult because I'm half health. I guess he gets a little greedy. It's not a bad play by him. But anytime you see an ulting Punisher and you're playing like a Escort the Payload, just get behind the cart. You'll see me do that, and he's not doing any damage. Now, our Punisher decides to ult, so I peel out to use my shield so he can open up on their Punisher and drop him. That was a massive play that ended up giving us insane value. And it's small, little plays like that that can make you win and lose games. So now their entire team is staggering because they're worried. Cart is almost on point. Their Storm went in and tried to 1v6 ult our entire team, which never works out. As soon as I hear the comms, I turn around, wait for Storm to come out of her ult, and then I focus her because she's by herself. She's never gonna be able to get away from Magneto that way. Now they're down a Storm. I just dropped their cloak. The tank is by himself with no healer. All we have to do is just pick him off, and it's game. And we win the round. So I have 17 picks and 2 deaths at this point, and the best part about it is I ulted 4 or 5 times in that round, and I missed every single one of them. And when I'm going back and watching this footage, I'm pretty upset with how I'm utilizing his ults. I whiffed 2 of them on misclicks, but the other 2 were just bad targeting. So defense is pretty self-explanatory. Most people know this. The first major choke on Midtown is right here. I'll sit in this little pocket and deal damage over here. As long as their team has half a brain cell, they'll push me back into the flank here, which they did. But as soon as they push card up, it becomes a control point right here. They swapped a penny on attack, which is interesting. It never works out for anyone. Cloak goes down first. Again, I'm always targeting healers. Then I'll start focusing on their tanks because they're not getting healed correctly. I see Luna, again, shooting above and through the tanks to get to that Luna to apply pressure to her to get her to back off. Again, Venom's pushing up on me. I'm not even looking at him. My team's keeping me healed. I can pop my bubbles. I'm fine. They're applying really good pressure. All right, so we're getting into our next big team fight. I have my ultimate, and I'm wanting to make a play here. My goal always when popping my ultimates is to bonk their healers, whether it be Cloak or Luna. It was in this particular moment, though, that I went for Luna, and I actually got extra value because Moon Knight was standing right next to her. He got picked as well. Now they're down a healer. Their cloak is ulting on our cart. But since my Luna is already ulting me, I'm going to apply pressure to their healer who's by themselves, and I picked their cloak. Now their team is back, but again, they're down a healer. They're staggering in. The moment I dropped their Luna and Moon Knight, their tanks and their cloak should have backed out and reset. Because they staggered in, now they're coming into another team fight where they're down a healer. I'm ignoring that Venom, and I'm applying pressure to that Luna in the background. Because if I pick her, the fight is over. I grab Luna, I've dropped their Moon Knight. Now all they have is a cloak and dagger, and yeah, I go down, but my entire team is up, and all they have is a Venom and a cloak and dagger, which Spider-Man's trying to take care of. We're in another big team fight here. Venom's by himself, so try to pressure him. He's trying to drop one of my healers, drop their cloak. My healer's complaining to my left ear. She's saying she's getting dove by Venom. So I immediately target him and try to get him off my Luna. I cannot afford to lose my healer in this fight. Applied a little bit of pressure and he has to back off. So now it's just us over here. Their entire team is in this pocket. They're about to come through this little corridor right here. Now we kind of go in a little dance here. No one gets dropped. I see a Penny Parker. I pop my Wanda buff. I'm just trying to lay damage on the Penny Parker, and I accidentally snag Moon Knight again. This poor dude was just sitting back here playing pretty decent. Like, he's far back trying to do some poke damage, and he's just the victim of some random Wandom slashes that missed this Penny and hit him. That poor guy. Now they're down a DPS player. Let's do a quick positioning review and show you guys why we were able to beat this team. It all comes down to tanking. Their Venom is ulting and focusing on me. I've got Luna literally blasting me. I've got Rocket and Loki back here also providing damage and heals for me. I'm not going down, but look who I'm targeting. I'm targeting their healers. These are the 2 that I'm hitting. And this goofy goober is trying to ult on top of me. If he would have just used this ultimate and dove our own backline, he'd get much more value attacking these 3. Is he going to drop Loki and Rocket? Probably not. But he'd get more value. Instead, he'd waste his ult on a Magneto being giga healed. Tanking at the end of the day is why games are won and lost. I'm pressuring their Luna. She gets weak. And instead of just accepting her fate, she decides to counter ult. She panic ults. This is a bad move, and here's why. We have a Spider-Man about to pop his ult. If she would have saved that, she might have been able to save her entire team from getting wiped here in a little bit. So I ended up getting picked by this Venom here, and I make a very interesting play. So this is a move I make anytime that there is only a few seconds on the clock and cart is near point. I need to get there as fast as possible. I will actually character swap. I have 96% ult, but there's 30 seconds on the clock. They've almost got the cart to the point. We're down a Loki and a Luna. And I make this play every time I get in scenarios like this. I will swap to Doctor Strange to drop a portal on the cart. And this actually turns into an insane play by me. I'm not even trying to self-glaze. I want you to see what I'm portaling into. Only one of my teammates is here, and that's Rocket. I drop in. I'm just trying to hold space on this cart. I have no idea what's about to happen. Their Penny's ulting. Our Luna ults. I'm safe. I'm trying to deal as much damage to get my ult meter back up. I push past their players into this Cloak and Luna and Moon Knight. Pop my E, dropping their Moon Knight, focus Cloak, pick her off. I've dropped a DPS player and a healer. I'm putting pokes into this Penny, trying to build that ultimate so I can make something happen. I don't have to. We drop Penny and Venom here. They have no one else left. Spider-Man comes in at the last second and gets clapped to the small burst damage that comes from my ultimate. And we go and win that point. If I don't make that swap to Strange in that moment, there's a very good chance they cap this point. Here's another angle. They have their entire team up and our Rocket's over here in the corner. There's my portal. I drop into a full team, just trying to like stay on cart. I don't have any big plans here. I just want to try to make something happen. As soon as I see their healers and one DPS trying to run away from that Wanda ult, I push in heavy, uncontested, drop a DPS, and then drop a healer. Now we've got the advantage. I can go on the attack. Completely bully that Penny, and then we drop Venom. And finally, drop Spider-Man with that burst. Final score, 1-3. And I got MVP, which is funny that it was with the Strange animation, not Magneto, because I only played Strange for like 2 seconds. I ended up with 34 picks, only 5 deaths, blocked almost 40,000 damage, and we dealt 25k. It's a good example of how a tank can change any game. Hope you guys enjoyed this little positioning tutorial. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to comment down below who you want to see me do next, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, fam. Peace.